Cleaning, and by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning.
Back inside Lynn Farrell Arena, Marcus Metcalf with you as we reset for Game 2 of our doubleheader between Hastings College and Morningside. I'll give you the starting lineups here. First for the Morningside Mustangs. Number 0, Daniel Borkai will start for the Mustangs. Number 3, Caleb Dreckman. Number 14, Alex Wilcoxon. Number 24, Caden Van Regenmorter. And number 33, Tyson Ovodi. As for HC, you're going to have a shake up in the lineup here as Kevin Carraggio is going to start here for HC. Alongside number 4, Maverick Binder, Duron Hall, Micah Heinrichs, and Miles Simon will get the start here tonight for the Broncos as Ben Bedreau, as we were listening to Coach Raridan earlier with Mike Well, that Bedreau hurt his ankle in the Waldorf game on Wednesday, so it's best to send him out. So Miles Simon gets the start here this afternoon as we're getting ready to get set for some basketball as players are testing out the basketball, see if it's okay. They're liking it is, and there's the whistle as we get underway here. There's a tip. Won by Morningside, as that's going to be Wilcoxon with it. Back up top to Burkai, over here to Wilcoxon, gets it underneath. Gets it tipped, and that's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to, looking for Van Regenmorter, but it goes out of bounds, but it's going to be Morningside basketball with Ovodi going to do the throwing duties. They do get it over here to Burkai, get it over there to Wilcoxon. Up top now, and that's going to be Dreckman. Over here to the right side to Van Regenmorter. That's going to be off the iron, no good. Picked up here by Duron Hall. First possession now for the Broncos. Broncos in their whites, trimmed in crimson. Crimson lettering and numbers. Gets over the right side. That's going to be Carraggio. Gets it over here now to Micah Heinrichs. Heinrichs now with it. Gets it over here to Miles Simon, top of the key. Looking for Maverick Binder and does on the left side. Gets over here to Carraggio on the left side. Back over up top here to Binder. Over here to Duron Hall. Duron Hall's going to put up a 3. Got it. First point of the ball game. Duron Hall. Morningside now with it. Getting over here to the left side. It's going to be Dreckman. Dreckman's going to get called. It's going to be a foul on the play. It's going to get called on Miles Simon. This is going to be the first personal foul. Team's first. That's going to be Obode with it. Bodie going to throw it in, and he does. Gets over here to Burkai. Now back down underneath. Going to try and overpass, overshots his teammate down low. Now he's looking for Ovodi down low, but that's going to be out of play. HC basketball. Duron Hall throws in to Maverick Binder. Gets it back over here to Duron Hall. Brings it across the half-court line. Hall with it. Gets it down here to Micah Heinrichs, the top of the key. Hands off to Maverick Binder. Tries to shoot a 3. Thought of it. Back down low to Micah Heinrichs. Gets stripped, but it's going to be fouled. That's going to go on Wilcoxon. That's going to be his first personal foul, team's first. Hall going to throw it in for HC. There's the whistle. Hall looking for someone. He's going to try and look. He's going to grab it. Back court is Miles Simon. Brings it back across half court. Simon with it. Right in front of me. Near the Morningside bench. Gets off the Duron Hall. Hall's going to try and drive it. Still trying to drive it. Puts up a 12-footer off the front iron. No good. Brought down by Dreckman. Dreckman with it. Gets over there right side of Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon over here now to Dreckman. Dreckman still with it. Now looking left side. That's Van Regenmorter. Off top of the key. That's going to be Dreckman for a 3. No good. Rebounded here by Micah Heinrichs. Carraggio went with it. Carraggio now gets it here to Simon. Over here to Duron Hall, top of the key. Back over here to Carraggio, left side. Brings it back up top over here to Simon. Simon with it. Over there to Duron Hall in the left corner. Hall going to try and drive it a little bit. Does. Give it over here to Maverick Binder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 4, 3. Over here to Duron Hall. He's going to have to put something up, but he gets fouled. Their shot clock goes up, but there's a foul before the shot clock violation. It's going to be a foul. It's going to go on Van Regenmorter. That's his first. Going to try and get it in. He does. Gets over here to Miles Simon. Up top to Maverick Binder. Binder with it. Binder's going to try and put up a three. Got it. Maverick Binder with a three. 6-0, the Broncos with the lead. Back with it now is Morningside. Gets it down low. Back up top. Now back to the right side is Dreckman with it. Now gets it up top to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon drives it. Nowhere to go. Back over here to Dreckman. Back to Wilcoxon down low. Back up top. And then to put up a three. Going to be no good. And now that was Van Regenmorter. No good. Brought down by Maverick Binder. Binder with it. Binder now over here to Heinrich. Top of the key. Does it for Deron Hall. Now back to Binder. Back to top of the key for a three. Got it. Timeout Morningside. 9-0. Broncos with the lead. 16:52 left. We'll take a break with them.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Back out of the timeout. Hastings 12-4 lead. Marcus Metcalf back with you inside the Osborne Family Sports Complex in Lynn Farrell Arena. Broncos looking good so far. Broncos sit tied for 9th in the Great Plains Athletic Conference standings at 3-6 in the conference, 4-13. Trying to look for win number 3 in a row for HC as they're trying to see they crawl back up the standings and get back into the top 8. Got to throw the ball in now. It's going to be Dreckman getting it in. Or got it to Dreckman. Now top of the key is Van Riggenmorter. He's with it. Now gets it over to Wilcoxon. Now back over to Van Riggenmorter. Now down there to Brokai. Now throws it back out to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon goes underneath. Looks for a back bucket, and that's good. And that's Fitzy Grant with it off the bench. He just came in before the timeout. Grant with his first points of the ball game. Now gets over here to Carraggio on the right side in front of the Morningside bench. Now back over here to Drawn Hall for 3. Got it! Drawn Hall with his 6 points of the ball game. Morningside with it. Now over here to left side, Brokai. Now back over here. Now Brokai with a 3. Got it. It's actually Brokai. Drawn Hall now with it, right side. Trying to look for underneath, nothing there. Carraggio with it. Back over here to Drawn Hall on the wing. Over down there to Micah Heinrichs. Heinrichs with it. You're going to try and get a jumper. Doesn't do it, but he drives down the lane. Keeps working. Left-handed hook. No good. Picked up there by Morningside, and that's going to be a foul on Carraggio. Carraggio tried to reach in. That's going to be his first, team's 4th. 15-9. It's going to be Wilcoxon bringing up the floor. Gets it over there to Brokai. And over there to Wilcoxon. Now back outside. Over there to Dreckman. Now to Van Riggenmorter. Now over here to the left side for Wilcoxon for 3. Off the iron. No good. It's going to be... Should be a foul on Morningside. No, they're going to call it an HC. They're going to call it on Binder. That's his second. Riley Bombeck now in the ball game. Not going to pull Binder. He's going to... Oh, it's okay. Now he is. I'm going to say. Binder's coming out. Binder's out. Bombeck now in the ball game. Shelton product. Now gets it under here to Grant for Morningside. It's going to be off the iron. No good. Picked up here by Drawn Hall. Hall with it. Bringing across the half court. Hall going to try and drive left side. Kicks it back out to Carraggio for 3. Off the back of the iron. No good. Going to be picked up here by Morningside. Getting over here to Wilcoxon, working right side. Wilcoxon gets a screen, but picks up his dribble. Gets down low. That's going to be Brokai, excuse me. He's going to get called for an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Brokai. That's his first. That's the team's 3rd. You can see going to bring the ball in. That's Duron Hall. Hall with it. Brings it in left side. He's going to try and drive. Sets it back out here to Micah Heinrichs. Right side now. That's going to be Simon. Simon with it. Driving. Kicks it back out. Duron Hall. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 8, 7. Brings it down to Heinrichs. Back up top to Duron Hall. He's going to have to put one up eventually. 2, 1. Puts it up. Gets it off in time. Got it. Wait a minute. They're going to review it. They're going to see if he got the shot off in time. The officials are going to go to the monitor here in front of me. Look clean off his hand, but they're going to review it. They're going to actually discuss things first. So we had a pretty busy day with Bronco Sports today. Mike Will was on the road with the guys and the gals on Wednesday up at Forest City High. Didn't get home until about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning after that trip up to Forest City, Iowa against Waldorf. So a long couple of days for these guys, but these guys are coming ready to play. As the officials are going to go over to the monitor down to my left, down on the scorers table. As we're waiting, I wish IT guy could set me up with what Mike has, my boss, on a trigger here to where I can play the Jeopardy theme song as we're waiting, but I can't do that to you, but you can play that in your own heads if you want. Still waiting. As I mentioned earlier, the HC women with the win today, 89-71. Winners over Morningside. Jocelyn Miller led the way for the Lady Broncos with 26 points, as she scored 14 of those in the first quarter alone, and she really came off strong. And then Ann Bowes had 18 points. She scored 12 of those in the second quarter alone. That's going to be 12 points, or excuse me, 18 points. Second quarter, she scored 12 of those 18 points, so they're not going to call the basket. It was just reviewed. It's going to be no basket here for Duran Hall, so it's going to be a shot clock violation, and that's going to be Morningside basketball. Morningside with it. That's going to be Grant. Grant with it. Grant with it. Now go back up top. That's going to be Van Regenmorter. Get over here to Dreckman. Dreckman now gets it down underneath. That's going to be good, and that's going to be Braden Dinkla in the ball game. Dinkla gets his first points to the ball game off the bench. Now back over here, Croggill for HC. Croggill with it, trying to find something. Nothing there, but he finally gets it off to Miles Simon. Gets it down to Riley Bombeck. Bombeck going to try and drive, work underneath, and that's going to be a turnover. Bombeck lost the ball as he's trying to make a spin move, goes out of play. 15-11. Broncos with the lead over the Mustangs. Gets it over now over here to Dreckman. Now he's going to go up top to Broquet. Broquet with it. Now over there to Dinkla. Now it's going to be Van Regenmorter with it, and that's going to be Broquet. Broquet now over here to the left side, over here to Dreckman. Dreckman now to Grant. 7-6 on the shot clock. It's going to be no shot. It's going to be a foul underneath. I believe they're going to hit Simon with it. Or no, Heinrichs. Yeah, and they do. That's going to be 2 on Micah Heinrichs, so now he's going to come out of the ball game. That's going to bring Owen Wright in the ball game, the redshirt junior from Lafayette, Colorado. Now you got a little bit more size out there with the 6'7" Wright out there. Now right side's going to be Van Regenmorter for 3. It's going to be off the back of the iron, no good. Picked up there by Wright. Gets over here to Duran Hall, past half court, does. Hall with fancy footwork, about an 18-footer, no good. Now it's going to be Dreckman with it. Dreckman with the spin move on Bombeck, and he's going to get called with the foul. Yep, they're going to call it on Bombeck. That's his personal foul. Team 6th. It's going to be Dreckman to the line. Shooting 2 shots. First attempts of the ball game here for Dreckman and the Mustangs. First shot is up there, ironed a few times, but falls through, and it's good. A few guys in the ball game now for Morningside. Vody back in the ball game. Second one here for Dreckman is going to be up there and off the back of the iron, no good. 1 for 2 that time. Hall now with it for the Broncos. Broncos lead 15-12. Now gets it in, gets over there right with it, gets it off to Riley Bombeck on the right wing. Back up top now is going to be Simon. Simon now with it. Now we're here to Wright. He's going to walk. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Another turnover on HC. 10:25 remaining here in the first half. As the ball's going to be thrown in here right in front of the Morningside bench. Gets it in. That's going to be Wilcoxon with it. Gets it into Grant. Grant now with it. Back top of the key is Dreckman. Dreckman going to get underneath to Wilcoxon. Down to Avodi, and it's good. 15-14. Now it's going to be Owen Wright. Gets over here to Duran Hall. Hall's trying to look for something. Nobody there. Finally gets off the bum back. Simon with it, left side. Trying to run the offense. Over there to Bombeck in the left corner. Can try and put one up. Gives a shoulder. Nothing there. Gets over here to Carraggio on the right wing. Down to 5. Carraggio try to get to the bomb back, and that's going to go off. It's going to go off Morningside, but there's going to be 1 second left on the shot clock, so Broncos are going to have to catch and shoot it if they're not going to avoid the shot clock violation. Timeout on the floor. It's going to be immediate timeout. We'll take one with them. Broncos lead 15-14 over Morningside. 9:40 left. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back inside Lynn Farrell Arena, Marcus Metcalf with you. 9:40 remaining. The Broncos with a 1-point lead over the Mustangs, 15-14. Broncos will have the ball underneath the basket, but they're going to have 1 second to get a shot off for a shot clock violation as Deron Hall will try and get the ball in here. Going to get to Miles Simon's going to get it off, and he does. Shot is no good. Picked up by Morningside. And that's going to be Wilcoxon with it. Get over there to the right side of Dreckman. Dreckman with it. Back outside of Wilcoxon. Looks for a 3. Decides to dribble it down the court. Back over here. Now gets underneath the Riggin Mortar. Back outside to Wilcoxon. Back over here to Grant. Grant now going to try and drive it. Still does. Still driving. Hands it off. Gets it down to Dinkla. Now back outside. Down to 4 on the shot clock is going to be Wilcoxon. Puts up a fadeaway jumper. Got it. 16-15, the Mustangs with their first lead of the ball game. 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. Hall with it for the Broncos. Gets it over there to the left side, and that's going to be Pujols now in the ball game for HC. Gets over there to right. Right's going to be called with the travel. Morningside going to have some subs coming to the ball game. That's going to be... That's Riggin Mortar. Riggin Mortar back in the ball game. Morningside will now throw it in front of their own bench. In their backcourt. Gets it over here now to Vode. Now gets it over here to Grant. Grant now looking right side of Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon drives it, puts up a little jumper, got it. Wilcoxon now with 4 in the ball game. Deron Hall with it. Over there, gets it over there to Miles Simon. Hall back with it. Now back up to Simon. Now that brings it up to Pujols in the ball game. Up top of the key. Pujols with it. Continue to drive. It's going to be called. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be on the floor. It's going to be on the shot. It's going to be on the floor. It's going to be called on Dinkla. It's going to be his first personal foul. Actually, they're going to call it on a shot, so it's going to be 2 free throws here for Pujols. Pujols with it. Takes 3 dribbles. Puts it up there. Good. Pujols on the stat sheet now. First one goes. Second one on the way. It's going to be good. Perfect 2 for 2. We're have some subs coming to the ball game as Pujols going to come in the ball game. As Morningside's trying to direct traffic here. And they do. Going to get into Vode. Now gets up top here to Grant. Grant with it. Now go over the right side of Wilcoxon for a 3. Off the front of the iron. No good. That's going to be going out of bounds. That's going to be HC basketball. Pujols going to throw the ball into Deron Hall. And there's the whistle. There we go. Hall now bringing up with it. Bringing up the court. Across half court now. Brings it over there to Padol. Now bring it over to the left side. That's going to be Pujols with it. Pujols now over here to Carraggio. Carraggio now with the Duran Hall. Hall dribbling around top of the key. Going to try and drive left side. Going left corner is Padol. Gets that almost stolen. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Down to 6, 5, 4. Brings it over to the left side. That's going to be Padol. He's going to try and bring it off the glass. Got it. Eli Podol with his first of the ball game. Has a chance of defense now coming from the HC bench. Going to the right, left side here to Granite. That ball gets stolen by Podol. And he finally gets it away to Duran Hall. Hall now with it, going right side, looking for Miles Simon in the near corner. Doesn't take the shot. 7 minutes remaining. Pujols now with it with the left side. Nope, not back up top to Simon. Simon now brings it around. Carraggio going to put up a little from the elbow. Got it. Kevin Carraggio with his first bucket. 21-18, Broncos with the lead. As the Broncos trying to get their fans into this one now. It's going to be Grant with it. Now get down to Van Regan-Mortar. It's going to be out of bounds. Turnover on Morningside. Subs coming into the ball game is Brocade and Dreckman back into the ball game for the Mustangs. As Hastings College coaches are going to direct traffic here and run an offense play here. It's going to be Hall bringing up the court. Hall now with it, right side. He's going to try and drive, see if he can get a little Euro step in, and he got it. Kids call it a Euro step these days, and they get away with it, but that's all right if you're a fan of the HC Broncos. You take it. As it's going to get into Van Regan-Mortar. He's going to try and drive and draw on Hall, and he's going to get it with a hold, but it's going to be on the floor. It's going to be on the floor. It's going to be on Duran Hall. They're already past. They're already in above the foul limit, so it's going to be 2 free throws anyway. Yeah, it's going to be Avode, with the free throws. We have the free throw is up there and good. So 2 for 2 on that for Avode. So it's going to be 23-20. Now right side here, Carraggio gets off here to Miles Simon. Simon with it over here to Duran Hall. Hall with it. He's going to try and put up a 3 off the iron. No good. Almost stolen away. Almost stolen again. That was Dreckman. Now over here to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon driving, gets a little shove off, a little step back, but got it. 5:30 remain. Broncos with a 1-point lead. Hall with it now, gets it over there to Pujols. Now up here to Miles Simon, top of the key. Guarded by Avode. Now over here to the left side. That's going to be Pujols for 3 off the iron, no good. Picked up there by Wilcoxon. Brings it up court to Dreckman. Dreckman going to drive it. He's going to get fouled. It's going to be on the floor, but it's going to be a free throws. It's going to be called on Padol. Team's 9th foul, but it's going to be a 1-and-1 situation, as it's going to be Dreckman doing the shooting. First free throw for Dreckman is going to be good. Tied at 23. 5:12 remaining here in the first half. So waiting for the second free throw. Here we go. Dreckman with it. Second free throw is up there and good. Morningside back with the lead, 24-23. More subs coming in and out for HC. Duran Hall now getting the ball from Pujols. Hall with it. Bringing up right side in front of me. Hall going to try and drive it. Gets it down. No, he's going to shoot out to the right side of Pujols for 3. Off the in and out. No good. Brought down here by Dreckman. Dreckman with it, going to try and drive, and he does. Almost loses it. Gets it back over here to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon puts up a little jumper off the iron, no good. Brought down by Pujols. Gets over here to Duron Hall. Hall still with it. Gets it out here to Padol up top of the key. Thought about shooting a three, doesn't. Pujols now with it. Try and get play set up here. Pujols now with the top of the key. Getting a couple screens back over here to Miles Simon. No, that's Owen Wright. Excuse me, and Wright puts it in and good. Wright with his first bucket. As the Broncos now retake the lead 25-24. That ball's going to be picked up around. It's going to be out of bounds. HC basketball. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. Broncos 25-24 lead over Morningside. 4:12 remaining. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Hastings.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC. FDIC.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Out of the timeout here, Hastings College with the lead 25-24. Marcus Metcalf with you. Hastings College basketball here on the network. Here is the Hastings College women earlier, like I said, got the win over Morningside 89-71 in the earlier contest. The men have the lead here in this contest, 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half as we're waiting for the media timeout. And there it is. And resume play. Hall bringing up with it on the far court. Far side of the court. Here's Hall bringing up towards center court now. He gets over here to Padol. Padol left side. Over here to Duron Hall. Gets it Pujols on the right side. Pujols now gets over here to Duron Hall. Pujols left side. Think about it. There's 8 seconds. He's going to have to go. Pujols with it. He's going to try and put up about a 25-footer. No good. Almost rebounded by Bombeck, but picked up by Dreckman. Right now, Alex Wilcoxon now with it for the Mustangs. Mustangs with it. Working left side. Now gets it in. Nothing there. He's going to try and bring that. Quinlan in the ball game for Morningside. Bring out the outside for Roquet. Got it. Roquet with it. Roquet with the three. 27-25. Back over here to Duron Hall. And that ball's going to be deflected. Nope. It's going to be out of bounds. Now I got subs in the ballgame now. It's going to be Carraggio back in the ballgame as well as Miles Simon. Looks like we're going to have a throw-in right in front of the Morningside bench. Morningside now going up the court. That's Wilcoxon. Now goes over here to Broquet. Gets over here, left side. Now gets it underneath for Caleb Dreckman. He got it. Easy lay-in bucket there for Dreckman. Now the Mustangs lead by 4, their biggest lead of the contest. Hall with it, working right side over here to Miles Simon. Looking for Bombeck. Decides to go the other way to Duron Hall. Hall with it. Now gets over here to Carraggio. Over here to Bombeck. Bombeck lurking left side. Decides to go back to over here to the top of the key with Duron Hall. Puts up a three. Got it. 11 now for Duron Hall. Broncos trail by 1. Let's see Van Regenmorter with it. And that's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to get a call. Broquet, that's going to be his second. Broquet called for the offensive foul. Hall with it. Hall with it, working the far left side. Hall with it with a little 8-foot jumper off the backboard. Got it. 13 now in the ball game. 30-29, HC with the lead. Back over here to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon now has it. Picks up his dribble. Picks it up to Grant. Grant drives in it. Going to drive it down on Bombeck. Off the iron. No good. Coach Trent Miller wanted a foul call. Never didn't get it for Morningside. Hall with it. Hall continue to drive. Going to find here Padol in the right corner. Off the back iron. No good. Picked up here by Dreckman. He's going to bring up here. Dreckman's going to bring it to the top of the key. Going to direct traffic here. Going to run some isolation. Nope. Going to be picked up here by Padol. Gets steal. Miles Simon with it. Simon with the ball. Gets over here to Duran Hall. Hall's going to try and drive it. Working down baseline. Passes it back out. Gets it over the left order to Padol. Back out now to Duran Hall. Hall with it. Left side. Going to try and find Bombeck. He does on the north top of the key. Down to 8 on the clock. Back over here right side. And that's going to be for Padol. And he buried the three. 5 points now in the ball game for Padol. 33-29, 54 seconds remaining. Morningside now with it, and that might be a foul, and it is. They're going to call it on Padol. That's his second. 33-29, 51 seconds remaining. Broncos with the lead. Got some subs coming to the ball game here quickly. As it's going to be Quinlan going to the line for Morningside. He buries the first one. Good. Binders in the ball game for Padol. 33-30. Wait for the subs to come in. Get in positions. Now Quinlan gets the ball. He's going to put the second one up and good. 2 for 2 that go around. As they're finally going to get the ball in. They do. Hall with it. Over here to Bombeck for the right side for a 3. Off the front of the iron, no good. As that was stolen by Miles Simon, and he's going to be out of play. Good effort there by Simon trying to keep the ball in play, but he stepped on the end, or on the sideline. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Morningside basketball. That's going to be Dinkla with it. 10 seconds between game and shot clock. Going to go over there to Dreckman, working right side. Dreckman puts it up, a little runner, no good. Drawn Hall with it. Shot clock turned off. Hastings going to try and hold for the last shot. Hall with it. Getting his words from his head coach, Todd Reardon. Duran's going to try and isolate here one-on-one with Dinkla. He does. Still working on it, and he gets fouled on the play. He wants it on the floor, and he is going to get it on the floor. It's going to be on Dinkla. And Coach Todd Reardon wants to call a timeout. We'll take one with him. HC with the lead, 33-31, 5.2 remaining here in the first half as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
Thank you, Mr. Mahomes, for that. Bringing you back to Lynn Farrell Arena, 33-31, HC with the lead. 5.2 seconds remaining in the first half. HC with it underneath the basket. Gets over here, Drawn Hall, gets tipped Puts up by Miles Simon with 2 seconds. Off rebound for Maverick Binder. He couldn't get it off. That's going to be the end of the first half. Broncos 33. Morningside 31 in a back and forth first half. When we come back, I'll give you some first half statistics and maybe some scores around the country as you're listening to Bronco Basketball.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
There.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your home for healthcare since 1963.
Marcus Metcalf back with you for the Halftime Show. I'll give you some first half stats here as were provided to us. Start off with Morningside. Leading the way in the first half for Morningside was Daniel Broquet. He had 6 points in the ballgame alongside with Tyson Ovodi. Caleb Dreckman with 5 points. And I should say Alex Wilcoxon also with 6 points apiece. Caden Van Rigenmorter with 2 points along with Fitzy Grant. Braden Dinkla and Derek Quinlan each had 2 points apiece. The Mustangs shot 50% from the floor, 11 out of 22 from the floor. 3-point, they were 2 out of 8, 25%, and they were 7 out of 8, which was good for 87%. As for HC, Deron Hall leads the scores, 13 points. Maverick Binder has 6 points in the ball game. Eli Padol with 5 points. Micah Heinrichs with 3 points. Cameron Caracchio, Christian Pujols, and Owen Wright each with 2 points apiece. HC shoots 44%, 12 of 27 from the floor, 7 for 15 from downtown, which is good for 46%, and they're a perfect 2 for 2 on their free throw attempts. Hastings off the bench has 9 points off their bench players, and Morningside has 6. Lead has been changed 6 times in this ball game. Largest lead for both teams. Hastings led by as much as 10 points. Morningside is led by most as 4 points. Gave some other scores around the country here on the college basketball scene and the NFL scene, as it's wild card weekend in the NFL. One game going so far. The Rams lead the Carolina Panthers 17-7. The game tonight between the Green Bay and Chicago will be at Soldier Field. College basketball land. Texas A&M leads Oklahoma 79-76 with a minute to go in that ball game. Cal leads Virginia Tech 51-49. Providence trailing Xavier 79-60. Arizona leads TCU 59-45. Number 3 Iowa State leads Oklahoma State 58-51. And I guess a lot of games that went final already tonight. NC State blows out Florida State 113-69. Florida with a win over Tennessee 91-67. Miami of Florida defeat Georgia Tech 91-81. Louisville defeats Boston College 75-62. Like I mentioned earlier, Nebraska with the win over Indiana 83-77. The Huskers trailed as much as 16 points in that second half, and they were to crawl back and win the game 83-77. So the Huskers improved to 16-0 on the season, 5-0 in the Big Ten Conference. Their best start in the conference play since the 1965-66 season, when the Huskers were part of the Big 8 Conference, where they finished second to Kansas. So the Huskers, with a lot of momentum, winning on the road at Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana, as their football team of Indiana ended up winning last night over Oregon in the college football playoff. Big, I believe it was 56-22. So Indiana football team will play Miami down in Miami for the national championship coming up on Monday, January the 19th. Some other basketball finals. West Virginia upsets number 22 Kansas 86-75. Fordham defeats St. Bonaventure 81-77. George Mason with 86-80 win over Virginia Commonwealth. UConn, number 4 UConn, defeats DePaul 72-60. Number 11 Vandy defeats LSU 84-73. And what a big upset for Wisconsin, going on the road to the Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor, Michigan, upset the number 2 and previously undefeated Wolverines 91-88. So Michigan goes down. Now we're down to 5 teams that are left undefeated in NCAA Division I basketball. Number 7 Houston routs Baylor on the road 77-55. Syracuse with the win over Pittsburgh 83-72. Duke continues to win. Number 6 Blue Devils defeat SMU in conference play 82-75. Number 18 Georgia comes back, defeats South Carolina on the road 75-70. St. John's goes into Omaha and defeats Creighton 90-73. Number 5 Purdue had to hang on, defeats Penn State 93-85. Rhode Island defeats Davidson 70-45. Number 23 Virginia holds off Stanford 70-55 at home. Villanova with a squeaker over Marquette 76-73. And what a game in Tempe, Arizona. Kansas State and Arizona State, one thing all went down all the way to the wire. Arizona State coming out on top 87-84. South Florida with the win on the road at Tulsa 93-78. And George Washington defeats Loyola of Chicago 101-66. You've been listening to the halftime show. Coming up, more play-by-play and second half action as you are listening to Hastings College.
I became the manager about 1.5 years ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so is great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now. Try it now.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Back inside Linfield Arena, Marcus Metcalf with you, filling in for Mike Will here this late afternoon, early evening, as Mike had some obligations he had to fulfill, and nothing wrong with that a bit. Nothing bad when you're celebrating your son's 40th birthday, the IT guy, as we call him here on the network. Happy birthday, Shane. Mike was like, can you cover for me? I said, sure. So why not? Get some Hastings College basketball here on the airwaves here this afternoon as we're getting ready to get set here for some second half action between Hastings and Morningside. If Hastings can pull this baby off, that'd be huge for them. Bring it 4 and 6 in the conference. It might move them up just a little bit and see how Doane and Midland does, and see if that might move them up, get inside that top 8. So a lot of ball game left. We've got 20 minutes to go, and it looks like to me Hastings College is going to get the ball to start the second half, and they do. And it's going to be Duron Hall with the ball. Gets it over there to Micah Heinrichs. Now we're here to Duron Hall. Hall with it. Working right side. Gets it down to Heinrichs again. Now back up top to Duron Hall. Hall's going to try and drive it back outside to Micah Heinrichs for a 3 on the right side. Got it! Micah Heinrichs with the 3. Great way to start. Morningside now with it. Going up the right side here from Morningside. It's going to be right side. It's going to be Roque, and that's going to be off the iron. No good. Gets his own rebound. Roque now with it. Off the iron. No good. Missed the layup. Back up with it is Duron Hall. Hall with it. Working right side, and that's going to be Caraglio. Caraglio now over there to Miles Simon. Simon now hands it off to Duron Hall. Hall with it. Back up top to Maverick Binder. Binder gets it back again. Working top, 9 seconds. Down to Binder. He's going to try and drive it. Back up top. It's going to be Heinrich. No, he's going to take it back out. Down to 3 on seconds. Caraglio puts up a 3 at the buzzer. Then we didn't even draw iron. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Shot clock violation on HC. That's the second one of the evening, or this afternoon, for the Broncos. 36-31, the Broncos with the lead. Morningside now with it. That is Van Regenmorter. Now back up top here to Wilcoxon. Now it's going to the right side. That's going to be Dreckman. Now back to the outside for a 3. That's going to be off the iron. No good. And that was Van Regenmorter with it. No good. Brings it back up now for Duron Hall and Hastings. Hall with it. Going to try and drive. See if he can create contact. Nothing there. Over here to Maverick Binder. Working left side. Binder's going to go down the lane. Got it. Part the C's there for Maverick Binder. Now he's got 8 in the ball game. Now back down for Morningside, and that's going to be Avode. That's going to be not even close, no good. Heinrichs brings the ball down, gets over here. Duron Hall working near me. Maverick Binder, left side. Tries to pull up a 3, didn't do it. Heinrichs now with it. Now over here to right side to Simon. Simon on the right side looking for someone. Simon driving it. Brings over here to Duron Hall. Hall's going to drive the baseline. Nothing there. Picks it up here to Simon. Down to 8 on the clock. Down to Hall. Hall going to try and drive it. Barely loses it. He's going to try and put up a free throw jumper. Going to be bounced off about 5 times. No good. Picked up by Morningside. As that's going to be Roque with it. Now it's going to go over here to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon now with it. Now brings it up top to Van Regenmorter. Now over here to Roque. Roque going to try and drive the baseline on Miles Simon. Puts up the right hook off the back of the iron. No good. Too strong. Brings it down. Is HC. Now Binder going to go the other way. Binder with it and try and drive it. He loses his footing, but be able to keep it. Nice look from Binder down there to Micah Heinrich. Lays it in. Good. 40-31. The Broncos with the lead. Now gets it down left side is Morningside, as we're going to get a foul. 10. That's going to be on Deron Hall. That's going to be his second personal foul. Roque was in trouble. He ended up getting the foul call and bailed himself out. Going to be a foul on Deron Hall. That's only going to be his second. Hall had 13 points in the first half. Now bringing in is going to be, they're going to hand it off to Roque. Now working right side is Wilcoxon. Now brings it over to Dreckman. Back up top to Wilcoxon. Going to try and drive the lane. Lays it up. Good. Wilcoxon with his 8th point of the ball game. Hastings going to bring up the court real slow. Set up the offense here. That's Hall with it. Hall going to put up a three-pointer. Going to be back iron, no good. Picked up by Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon will bring it up court. Going to work left side. He's going to try and pull up a three-pointer. Got it. Wilcoxon with a three. Coach Trent Miller wants to stop. Motivating his defense to get a stop here. Now Deron Hall with it for HC. Broncos lead by 4. Now on the right side, that's Miles Simon. Now back up top here to Deron Hall. Working left side is Maverick Binder. Binder being guarded by McCray. Binder puts up a three. Got it! Binder with a three. He's up to 11. Roque with it down low by Caraglio. Wilcoxon now with it. Wilcoxon going to try and drive. Nothing there. Brings out to Roque for three. Got it. Roque with the three, excuse me. Maverick Binder now with it, top of three. He's going to try and put up a three. He got it. Maverick Binder. Red hot hand for the Broncos the second half. He's up to 14. Wilcoxon driving it on Caraglio. Caraglio, nice defense. Brings it back outside. That's going to be for Van Regenmorter. He buries the three. Back and forth we go, folks. 46-42. It's going to be Maverick Binder with it. He's going to get over here to Micah Heinrichs, top of the key. Gets it over here to Deron Hall. Hall's working ISO with his defender. Now he's going to hand it off now back to left side is Maverick Binder. Binder going to try and drive it. Gets a little shove. But gets denied. As that ball was nearly locked away by Wilcoxon off Deron Hall. That's going to be off Deron Hall, and that's going to be Morningside basketball. As we're going to have a media timeout. We will take one with them. Broncos 46, Mustangs 42, as you're listening to exclusive coverage.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead, where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back inside Lynn Farrell Arena, Marcus Metcalf with you, 46-42. HC with the lead over the Morningside Mustangs. Morningside leads the top of the conference. They're 8-1 in the conference play, 11-5 overall record. So a win here for HC will vault them just a little bit. Like I said, this is going to depend on what Midland and Doane do, and alongside Northwestern, maybe if all three of them lose. I haven't seen a schedule who plays who at this point, but if none of them play each other and all three lose today or whenever they play next, Hastings College will be right there in the mix towards that top 8, and you need to be in that top 8 if you want to be playing postseason basketball here in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Morningside gets it in. Dinklin now with it, right in front of me. Now he's going to work towards center court. Now hands it off to Dreckman. Dreckman now with it, working at the free throw line. Spin move by Dreckman. That's going to count. But it's going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to be called on Caraglio. That's going to be his second. That's going to be team's second. So it's good. Dreckman's going to go to the free throw line shooting one shot, as that was counted. As we get one of the Morningside players actually going to get the mop and clean up the little bit of fluid that's on the ground, but it's going to be now Dreckman at the free throw line. That's going to be first shot up there. Is going to be good. We have a sub coming in. 46-45. Now Broncos maintaining a 1-point lead after that 3-point play from the Mustangs. HC with it. HC with it. That's Deron Hall. Over here to Micah Heinrichs, top of the key. Heinrichs now looking over to the right side of Padol. Now over there to Miles Simon. Now back up to Padol, top of the key again. Padol now getting over to Maverick Binder. Binder going to put up a long three from the right side. In and out, no good. Picked up there by Grant for Morningside. Grant now bringing it back up with it. Grant's going to try and drive. Nope, decides not to. Brings it back out, run the offense. They're going to bet back up top here to Dreckman. Dreckman towards top of the key, now working right side with Micah Heinrichs on him. Now backside, nice look for Morningside, and that's going to be a foul. That was on Dinkla. They're going to call that on Simon, and Coach Raridan did not like that call. It's going to be the first shot up there for Dinkla. That's going to be good. Dinkla is going to go up there for the second shot. Second shot is up there and good. 47-46. Morningside retains the lead. Binder now with it. It's going to be Binder, so working with it. Now over to Padol. Now we're here to the left side of Deron Hall. Now back up top is Miles Simon. Simon with it over here to Maverick Binder. Binder going to try and work the lane. It's going to be fouled right before it gets to the lane. It's going to be called on Caleb Dreckman. That's only going to be his first team foul. As Deron Hall will now inbound the ball for HC. He's going to try and get into Maverick Binder, and that ball's going to be out of play. Nice catch down there by the Morningside radio announcer down there. Nice hands. Now gets it in now. Miles Simon. Gets off left side here to Maverick Binder. Now gets down upside to Miles Simon. Almost deflected away. Backside, wide open was Padol. And he had a wide open layup, but it was overthrown. And Morningside picks it up. Now it's going to be Wilcoxon going to drive it on Miles Simon. But backdoor cut. That's going to be Dinkla, and that's going to be good. It's going to be timeout Broncos. Coach Todd Reardon said enough. So timeout here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. Mustangs with the lead, 49-46. Actually, nope, it's going to be a timeout. We're going to come back with more high school.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now. So good. Try it now.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Back inside Linfield Arena, 49-46. The Mustangs the lead over Hastings College. 12:42 remaining. It's been kind of an pretty scoring for second half here as Binder has 8 points in the second half for HC. Heinrichs has 5 for HC. Wilcoxon has 5 for the Mustangs. Broquet and Dreckman each have 3, along with Van Regenmorter. And, excuse me, and also Braden Dinkla has 4. But it's going to be HC ball, and Morningside is going to decide to press here. See if they can do anything with it. Nope, they're going to back off. Deron Hall with it, bringing it up the court. Dribbling brings up the left side here to Maverick Binder, down there to Miles Simon. Simon's going to try and look for Micah Heinrichs. He does, down on the low block. Heinrich's gonna try and do something with it. Nothing there. He tries to look in the middle. Nice save there by Padol. Over here, Drawn Hall down to 7 on the shot clock, and that's gonna be off the backboard, no good. And it's gonna be a foul on Drawn Hall. That's gonna be his third. That's 4. Team foul. 14th foul on Drawn Hall. Or excuse me, third foul on Drawn Hall, 14th foul. Looks like we're going to get a hold. Fans are not liking that. They're going to say Miles Simon. Or no, that's Micah Heinrichs. They're going to call Micah Heinrichs on the foul. That's going to be the third. That's going to be the third foul. It's going to be third. It's going to be 20 seconds. Yep, on the shot clock. Down over here to Grant. Grant with it. Now back up top to Broquet, and he got it. Broquet with the 3, 52-46. Maverick Binder thought about putting up another 3. Decided not to. Gets over here to Drawn Hall. Now back down there to Maverick Binder. Back down here to Miles Simon. Now back over here to left side to Drawn Hall. Down the 9 on the shot clock. Gets it back outside. That's going to be Padol for 3. It's going to be off the iron. No good. And that's going to be a foul on the floor. Going to get a push. It's going to be called on Dreckman. Second personal foul. That's going to be the team's second. As Hall's going to get it into Riley Bumback, who came into the ball game. Bumback now with it. Now gets it back up top here to Drawn Hall. Hall with it. Gets bumped, but nothing there. He loses the ball and it's going to be a turnover. That's going to be Dreckman with it. Gets it up top. Now he's going to get it over here to Dinkla on the far left side. Dinkla picks up his dribble, gets underneath, looking for Grant, and gets fouled on the play. That's going to be a foul on Dreckman. That's going to be his third. As Hall gets shoved from behind. Now it's going to be Hastings basketball. Maverick Binder bringing up the court. Binder's going to put up a 3 off the front of the iron. No good. Picked up by Bombeck. Gets it back out here to Micah Heinrichs. Heinrichs now with it. Now back out here to Riley Bombeck. Bombeck's going to dribble it around. Look at top of the key. Try and get a couple of screens. He finally does. Now hands it off to Drawn Hall. Back at Simon. Now brings it back to Hall. About the top of the key for Micah Heinrichs for 3. Off the iron, no good. Brought down by Grant. Morningside with it. That's going to be Dinkla. Now working left side to Grant. Now Grant top of the key. That's going to be down low. That's going to be to Van Regenmorter, and he's going to put it up and good. As Todd Reardon has seen enough. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. 10:23 remaining here in the ball game. Morningside 54, HC 46. You're listening to Hastings College.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious. Delicious.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Out of the timeout here as Hastings College, brings up the court now as Drawn Hall brings it up court. And he does. Gets it over here to Carraggio down on the left side. Brings it over here to the right side of Bombeck. Now switches it back around to Miles Simon. Simon looking for someone. Nothing there. Drawn Hall, left side. He's going to get hacked on the play. That's going to go on Grant. That's going to be his first. 14 foul on the Mustangs. Getting some help there from the Morningside coaches right in front of me. As HC is going to get it in to Miles Simon. Maverick Binder has it for the Broncos and almost gets the steal. That was Broquet, and he almost gets called. That's going to be his third personal. Now we're going to have a media timeout. Now we're under 10 minutes. 54-46. Mustangs with the lead.
I became the manager about 1.5 years ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so is great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration. Inspiration.
Let's get back to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
Out of the media timeout, HC with the basketball. Deron Hall going to throw it in, gets it into Maverick Binder. Binder kind of trying to work the left side. Now back out top to Miles Simon. Simon looking for someone, finally finds Deron Hall. Gets it over there now to Maverick Binder, working the right side. Gets it underneath to Miles Simon, down to 8 on the clock. Miles going to try and do a little spin move, puts it off the glass, got it. Simon, his first points of the ball game. Broncos cut it to 6. It's going to be Wilcoxon with it. Wilcoxon being picked up by Maverick Binder. Wilcoxon drives it all the way to lane, no good, and that's going to go off. Morningside, HC basketball. As Binder's actually going to take the ball out. As we're waiting for the subs to come back in. As now we're finally going. Binder throws it into Deron Hall, and Deron Hall's going to bring up the court. Hall with it, now working left side, now brings it back up top, and that's good. And that's going to be Caraglio. Caraglio now over here to Padol. Now Padol gets it off to Miles Simon. Simon off to Deron Hall, going to try and drive the lane. It's going to be shot up and count it! Deron Hall with the bucket and the foul. That's going to be called on number 2. That's going to be on Grant. That's going to be his second. That's going to be the 16th foul. Deron Hall is going to try and complete the three-point play. Nice drive by Deron as he tries to go down the left side of the foul lane, and he gets the call and the bucket to go. Broncos can cut it to 3 here with one free throw here from Deron Hall. Hall, couple dribbles. Shot is up there, and that baby is through. 3-point play. Broncos cut it to 3. 9:09 remaining. Morningside now with it. That's Dinkler with it. Now he hands it back off to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon playing defended by Padol here. Now still with it. That's going to be over here in the right corner. That's going to be a three-pointer. That's going to be no good. Picked up by Grant, by Morningside, and he gets hacked on the play. It's going to be called on Simon. That's going to be his third. That's going to be the team's 6th. As Grant gets the three-point ball, or the rebound off Dinkl's three-pointer, and he gets fouled on the play, and that's going to be 2 shots here for Grant. His first shot is up there and good. His 3rd point of the ball game. They can extend this lead to 6. Or excuse me, 5. And that moves off the back of the iron, no good. Hall with it. Working right side. He's going to try and drive the lane, and he does. He's trying to get a contact. Nope. He wants the foul call, but he didn't get it, but the ball does find the net. So 55-53. Broncos will cut it down to 2. As Van Regenmorter gets it. Off now to Wilcoxon. Now back to Van Regenmorter. Now gets it off the left side to Dinkla. Now working left side baseline. That's going to be Grand. That ball is going to be deflected, and that's going to be a turnover. Hastings can take the lead here with the 3, or we're going to tie this game with a bucket. It's going to be Maverick Binder. He's going to try and drive the lane. Nothing there. Van Regenmorter, nice defense. Cover Maverick Binder. That's going to be Carraggio with it, working left side. Going to try and get to Maverick Binder. He's going to try and find a 3, nothing there. Miles Simon with it. Now back to Binder. Binder's going to try and do a couple spin moves. That ball is going to be intercepted there by Dinkla. He's going to have an easy layup. That's now 8 points in the ball game. As the Mustangs bring that lead back up to 4. As it's going to be Deron Hall with it. Over here to Maverick Binder. Nice pump fake. Another pump fake. Gets 2 guys to leave his feet. Doesn't shoot it. Now gets over to Carraggio, far right side. Now he's going to work right side. Miles Simon with it. Now gets over here to Maverick Binder. Binder going to work top of the key. Now over here to Miles Simon. He can try and drive the lane. A little right-hand hook. Nothing. No good. As it's going to be brought down by Wilcoxon now. As now it's going to be Mochenbaker with it. As it's going to be as we're trying to declare what's happening here. As we're waiting for subs, and was there none of us are sure what happened. Did someone call a timeout? Looks like they needed a sub, so basket does count. 59-53, Mustangs with the lead. As I think somebody needs some, as we're going to need some contact solution. Yeah, that's what we're waiting on. Contact came out, need some solution. That's going to be a drive by Deron Hall, and that's going to be no good. There's going to be a foul on the play, and that's going to go on. That's going to go on Mochenbaker on the foul. If I mispronounce his name, I apologize for everyone. But it's going to be Deron Hall going to the line, shooting 2. First shot up there from Deron is going to be up there and good. Micah Heinrich's back in the ball game for Miles Simon. See if Deron can put this baby through. See if we can cut it back down to 4. Second shot is going to be up there, and it's good. Down to 4, excuse me. 6:59 remaining, 59-56. Morningside with the lead. Padol is trying to bring Wilcox up the floor, guarding him all the way up. Finally lets him go. Now Morningside going to work left side. That's Dinkla. Now he's going to get over here to Broquet. Now that's going to be Mochenbaker with the ball. Now it's going to be over here to the left side of Wilcoxon, or excuse me, the right side. He gets bumped by, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. Shots up there, no good. Going to be called on Padol. That's his 3rd foul, team 7th. Broquet with the and the first thing is up there, and first shot up there is no good. It was a 1-on-1 situation. Coach Todd Reardon wanted an explanation about the call was. Now it's going to be the other way now for HC. Padol with it now over here to Maverick Binder. Maverick for a turnaround jumper. It's going to be off the iron, no good. Now it's going to be Wilcoxon bringing it up. Now gets it over here to Bouquet. Bouquet with it now over here to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon's driving on Drawn Hall. Brings it back out. Gets over here to Dreckman. Dreckman now with it towards top of the key, north of the right side. As Drawn Hall picks his pocket, it's going to be a steal going the other way. 2-on-1 with a Euro step, and he's going to be off the iron. No good. Misses the layup. Now going the other way is Morningside, and that's going to be Dinkla with it. That's off the iron. No good. And that ball is stolen away from Padol. Padol now, that's going to be Bouquet with it, and he gets fouled on the play. And that's going to be called on Micah Heinrichs. That's his fourth. That's his fourth personal foul, 5:39 remaining. It looks like we're going to have probably a sub come in. That's going to be Pujols coming into the ball game. And it's going to be Bouquet at the free throw line. Take a couple dribbles here from Bouquet. The first shot's going to be up there, and that's going to be good. 60-55. We're waiting for people to get back in the foul lane. Bouquet going to see if he can put the second one through on the two-shot attempt. Makes the first one. Second one is up there, and it's good. 61-55, back up to 6 points. Broncos team can't get it below 2. Maverick Binder with it, now working left side. That's been Pujols with it. Get it back up top here to Micah Heinrichs. Heinrichs now with it, now over here to Padol. Padol now kind of trying to work right side. Trying to find some space, nothing there. Looking for Micah Heinrichs, and that ball is going to be thrown away out of bounds. That's going to be another turnover on HC. Morningside now going to take it as Todderton now wants to press. And after Padol on Wilcoxon. See if he can get him. Turn the ball over or something. Stay with him, and he does. It's going to go over here to Van Regenmotor. That's going to be back outside. It's going to be a three-pointer for Bouquet, and that's going to be no good. Back up down here. Drawn Hall got. That's going to be out of play. He was trying to look for Micah Heinrichs, but gets tipped away. Nice play there by the Morningside defender. They knocked it away. As we're going to have a media timeout. We'll take one with them. Morningside 61, Broncos 55. You're listening to.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC. Member FDIC.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Back inside Lynn Farrell Arena. Marcus Metcalf on the call today and plays some Mike Will. He's got some obligations to go to today. IT guy celebrating his 40th birthday today, so he's going to do some stuff with family, which is okay to do on a gorgeous Saturday. A little chilly, but not bad. Got nice weather here and nice inside temperature, good temperature for basketball. So, and the HC now bring the ball with it down 6. Drawn Hall with the basketball, working top of the key. He's going to try and work around the perimeter. That's going to be a 2 by Drawn Hall, waiting for the official word. It looked like the foot maybe was on the line, and it was. 61-57. That ball is Eli Padol with the steal. Gets over here to Miles Simon. Gets over here to Drawn Hall. Going to find Padol from the right side corner. No good. As it's going to be picked up here by Dinkla, and that's going to be a foul on Drawn Hall. That's going to be his 4th. And that's going to bring in Caraglio in. He's going to come in place for Padol. As it's going to be Dinkla going to the line here for Morningside. First shot up there on the 1-and-1 is good. That's 9 points now for Dinkla. He can look for point number 10 here if he can make the second free throw, and he does. 10 points now in the ball game for Dinkla as the Mustangs send their lead 63-57. Hall with it now, working right side. He can try and drive the lane, nothing there. That's going to get the Pujols there on the right side. Gets it down there to Caraglio, puts it up, and just missed no good, but it's going to be a foul on the play. So we foul on number 24. That's going to be Van Regenmorter. That's going to only be his second personal foul, team's 8th. Shooting 2 shots. Not a 1-on-1 situation, 2 shots now. For Caraglio, first one's up there, good. Second free throw coming from Caraglio. Next one is up there and off the front iron, no good. 63-58. As the HC bench is trying to get her defense going with the defense chant. As Wilcoxon now has the ball for Morningside. Gets it into Dreckman. Dreckman now with it. That's going to be, they're going to call an offensive foul they're going to call that on Dreckman. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. That's going to be the team's 9th. As the Broncos are going to bring this basketball in, and they're going to give it to Maverick Binder. Binder's going to bring it up, gets it across half court. He's up at the top of the key, now gets off to Caraglio, now down to Micah Heinrichs. Heinrichs now with it, now over here to Pujols, now back over here to the right side to Deron Hall. Deron Hall's going to try and work left side. He does, going to pull it back up, jump back 3, and off the iron, no good. Picked up here by Morningside. That was Grant with it. Now bringing it up the floor is going to be Dinkla. Now get over here to Van Regenmorter. To Burkai. Now it's going to bring over here to Grant. And that's going to be a pushing foul on Caraglio. That's going to be his 3rd. Caraglio, that's 2 now. That should be his 3rd. O'Kale's going to be at the free throw line now here for Morningside. First shot is up there and good. Caraglio comes out. It's going to be Simon in the ballgame. Second shot for Riquet. It's going to be up there, and it's going to be good. Big second half for Daniel there for the Mustangs. 65-58, the Mustangs with the lead with 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the game. As Pujols now gets it over here to Simon. That's going to be turnover on HC. As Morningside will bring it in right in front of me. Gets over here to Wilcoxon. Working left side now with Morningside, and that's going to be Dinkla. Now gets it inside to Grant. Grant going to drive it in on Micah Heinrichs, and he got it. That's his 5th point of the ball game. 67-58. Mustangs are pulling away. As we're going to get a foul on the floor. It's going to be called on. It's going to be on Dinkla. That's going to be his 3rd personal. Team's 10th. That's going to go to the line. It's going to shoot 2 shots now. It's going to be Pujols. Pujols, not a bucket made in this ball game, but he's made his 3rd free throw. That's his 3rd point of the ball game. He's perfect 3 for 3 at the free throw line. Pujols with it. Second one on the way. It's good. Pujols perfect 4 for 4. 4 free throws. Broncos down to 7. Morningside bringing it in. That's going to be Van Regenmorter. Van Regenmorter gets over here to Wilcoxon. Passes the press. Over there to Dinkle on the left side. Dinkle going to try and drive left side. Nothing there. Good job by Deron Hall. Van Regenmorter's got it. He's going to try and drive the lane. He's got a wide open lane. He gets fouled and one. As a foul is going to be called on Miles Simon. That's going to be his 4th. And he's going to go in actually for Padol. Van Regenmorter is going to go to the line to complete the 3-point play as the Mustangs go up by 9. Let's see if they can get it up to 10 with one free throw. Free throw on the way. Shot is up there, and it's good. 70-60. Morningside with the lead. 2:13 remaining here in the ball game. Hall going to drive it right side. It's going to be on the floor. Nope, it's going to count in the air. It's going to be on Grant. That's going to be his 3rd. 2 shots now coming for Deron Hall, as he has 20 in the ball game. Deron Hall's first shot is going to be up there and good. Second free throw coming. We got more subs coming in the ball game. As we're still waiting for officials to clear this up. Here we go. As Deron Hall puts up the second free throw. Up there, and it's good. 22 now in the ball game here for Deron Hall. 70-62. HC might have to start fouling here with 2:03 remaining. As Morningside is expecting it. Now they're going to try and pass the ball around, chew some clock up. And get it off to Grant, and he gets it deflected, and that's going to be stolen. Deron Hall with it, working right side. The Maverick Binder almost travels, but gets over here right side to Dragio, and that's going to be off the iron, no good. And that's going to be a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for Morningside. We'll take one with them. 70-62. Mustangs with the lead over the Broncos.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now. Tasted so good. Try it now.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back inside Lynn Farrell Arena, the Broncos trail the Mustangs 70-62 with a minute 39 left here in this contest. After calling timeout by Morningside, it'll be Morningside basketball. On the baseline, as HC is going to have to try and start fouling here and get to the free throw line, see if they can go one for 2 or 0 for 2, and see if the HC can crawl their way back into it, as we're going to have a foul right away, and that's going to be on Padol. That's going to be his 4th. His 4th. That's going to go to the free throw line. It's going to be the free throw line. That's going to be Caleb Dreckman. Dreckman going to the line. Shooting 2. And that's going to be good. 71-62. Now for the lead for the Mustangs. Dreckman getting his second shot. Second one is up there, and it's good. 2 for 2 that time. Back up to 10. Drawon Hall now with it, kind of seeming to get something going for the Broncos. He's trying to do a reverse layup. He got it. Drawon Hall using his athletic ability. Cut it down to 8. As it's going to be Van Regenmorter going to get an easy bucket. Good. Back up to 10 now. 74-64, minute 15. Hall with it, now working the right side. Get over here to Maverick Binder. Maverick's going to try and drive a little jumper, and he gets hacked. That's going to go on Dinkler, and that's going to be his fourth. As now Drawon Hall is going to get the sweeper out and get the floor cleaned up. Shooting 2 is going to be Maverick Binder. First shot up there by Maverick is going to be up there and good. Maverick has 17 points in the ballgame. Look for number 18 if he can make this next free throw. Maverick having a solid day. 6 points in the first half. Already 11 in the second half. He can make it 18 for him. He can drain the second free throw, and he misses it. 74-65. Morningside with the lead. Full court press now by HC as they break it. As Morningside about throws it away, but he gets fouled on the play, and that's going to be a call on Caraglio. That's going to be his fourth. That's going to be Van Regenmorter is going to be going to the line here, shooting 2 shots for the Mustangs. One dribble for Van Regenmorter. The first shot's going to be up there off the iron. No good. Ball's in play. Second free throw on the way. It's up there, and it's going to be good. 1 for 2 that time. 75-65. As Mavericks Binder's going to try and drive the lane and got it. Good. And we're going to have a timeout. Timeout Broncos. Going to be a full timeout. 75-67. 50.9 remaining here in this game. We'll take one with them as you're listening to Bronco Basketball on the Extreme.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
Out of the timeout here, 75-67. The Mustangs with the lead over the Broncos. As the timeout was called by Todd Raridan. See if his team can get a couple of defensive stops and maybe get back in this ball game. As it's going to be Van Regenmorter getting the throw-in duties. He does get it in. He's getting into Wilcoxon in his backcourt. It's going to be a foul there on Wright. That should be his first. As we're going to have some subs coming in here. Is it going to be Wilcoxon going to the line? First one is up there, and it's off the iron. No good. Subs coming in and out. Ball is in play. Second free throw on the way. It's going to be up there and good. 76-67. Binder with it. Binder still driving. He's going to try and find the left corner for Pujols. Off the front iron, no good. Morningside with it. They're going to try and slow the pace down. See if they can get a foul out of it, and they do. Caraglio with it. That's his fifth. He's gone. Some guy come off the bench, and they do, and that's going to be Jerron Geiger in the ball game. The redshirt sophomore out of Ogallala. Van Regenborder, first shot up there on the free throw line is good. Ball in play, second free throw on the way, and it's good. As they're going to press. Nope, they're going to lay off. HC now brings it back up. Go here to Pujols. Pujols going to try and drive the lane, little runner. It's good. Pujols with it. 78-69 now. 22.5 seconds left as we're going to get a foul call. Pujols, that's going to be his first. It's going to be Dreckman now to the line shooting two. First shot up there. It's good. (79-69). Second shot on the way from Dreckman is up there, and it's good. 80-69 now. 20 seconds remain. Morningside is going to improve to 9-1 and 12-5. Shot up there is going to be no good by Micah Heinrichs, picked up by Deron Hall, and that's good. 80-71 is the score. As Morningside is going to try and bring it across half court, and that's going to do it. Final seconds tick off. Morningside with the 9-point win. Final score 80-71. Morningside with the win. We'll come back with some final numbers and stats and final thoughts before we sign off here this evening, as you've been listening to exclusive coverage of Hastings College basketball here on Extreme Sports.
Hastings College basketball has been brought to you by 5 Points Bank, the better bank. By High Street Insurance Partners, looking out for you. By Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. By Mammoth Sports Construction, do something big. By Mary Lanning Healthcare, your care, our inspiration. By Pepsi, delicious, refreshing Pepsi. And by the Runza Restaurants, homemade, fresh. Hastings College basketball has also been brought to you in part by Bob Sass Flowers, Family Medical Center, Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, the 2nd Street Slammer, by the Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center, by B&B Cleaning, and by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Stay tuned. The Bronco Postgame Show is up next on your exclusive home for Bronco Sports, Extreme Sports.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out.
It now.
Check it out.
The Bronco Postgame Show is brought to you by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning, in business since 1984.
Marcus Metcalf back with you on the postgame show as the Broncos fall to the Mustangs 80-71. I'll give you some final statistics here. I'll start with the Morningside Mustangs. The Morningside Mustangs were led by Daniel Bouquet, who had 16 points in the ball game. Caleb Dreckman, Alex Wilcoxon each had 12 points apiece. Caden Van Regenborder had 15 points in the ball game. Tyson Ovode had 6. And off the bench, Fitzy Grant had 5 points. Ian Molzenbacher had 2. Braden Dinkla had 10 points. And Derek Quinlan had 2 points. Totals for the game. Mustangs shot 53.3% from the floor, 37% from three-point range, and 83% from the free throw line. As for HC, kind of a struggling night offensively as they only shot 43% from the floor, 34% from three-point range. They shot 84% from the free throw line. As the leaders for HC, other than Deron Hall, he had 28 points in the ballgame. He led all scorers. Maverick Binder had 17 points in the ballgame. Micah Heinrichs had 8 points. As Christian Pujols had 6 in the ballgame. Eli Padol had 5. Kevin Carraggio had 3. Miles Simon had 2. And Owen Wright had 2. So it was kind of a struggle night here for HC as they couldn't get anything going in that second half. They were hanging in with the best team in the Great Plains Athletic Conference for half, but just nothing else there for them, as the biggest lead was 11 points by Morningside, and it seemed like when Hastings got down that far, they could never get it below more than just 2. We got it to 2, and that was it. They couldn't find a way to get any more points after that. So, but overall, not a bad night, as the Broncos had a good stretch there for a little bit and just came up short tonight. But it's going to be a split tonight between Hastings and Morningside, as the women got the win earlier over the Morningside Mustangs in that contest, 89-71. So great performance there for the women to beat Morningside and continue to climb up the ladder a little bit in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. But the drop here for Hastings men, they dropped 3-7 in the conference, 4-14 in overall play, as Morningside improves to 9-1 in the conference, 12-5 overall. That'll pretty much wrap it up this evening. For everybody at Extreme Sports, my boss Mike Will, Tyson Vronick, Jimmy Purcell, IT guy Shane Will, and everybody else associated with Extreme Sports, I'm Marcus Metcalf. I want to wish you guys all a pleasant good evening from Hastings, as Hastings gets to split against Morningside here tonight. Have a good night, everyone.
The Bronco postgame show has been brought to you by Rutz Heating and Air, your York Midwest dealer in Hastings, Kearney, and Lincoln. Hastings College Basketball is an exclusive presentation of Extreme Sports.